This video is brought to you by our channel partner Rayboot. Their software allows you to fix a ton of issues on iOS. It'll let you upgrade or downgrade iOS as a whole. Enter recovery mode. It has 150 plus issues for iOS that can be resolved. It'll reset your iOS devices, permanently erase data if you need, and a ton of other options if your phone is frozen, if it is stuck in different modes you don't want it to be, if there's excess battery drain, boot loops, it'll take care of it all for you. Thanks for partnering with us on today's video. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And wow, Apple just dropped beta 9s for all of their main OSs, and iPadOS is no exception. We just downloaded iOS 26 beta 9. And it is here with nothing new as expected. However, this now is expected to be the final version before iOS, iPadOS, and watchOS 26 RCs drop. So let's first take a look at the latest build number. And as you can see, we are now looking at a final build of 23A5336A. So we went from A builds to A builds. I'm actually happy to see this. I saw a lot of your comments down below in the other videos talking about battery life not being up to par. Hopefully now with this latest beta, Apple will be able to squash those bugs. Aside from this, again, nothing new is expected here. Liquid glass is kind of how it's looked the last couple of betas, and I'm okay with that. I think everything looks really good here. I don't think there's any real issues with this build, and for us, even in beta 8, everything worked great. So we'll talk a little bit more about liquid glass and a release cycle here in a minute. But first off, since it was so popular in our iOS videos, let's talk about system data. And system data on our iPad is exactly where you would expect it, a little over 4.5 gigs. And this is much more in line with expectations as opposed to what we're seeing on our iPhone now, running over 30 gigs of data. Kind of insane. And then aside from that, iPadOS itself is running 13 gigs with Apple Intelligence, again, a little over 6 for a total right around 19 gigs, which is slightly lower than what we had on our iPhone yet again. So aside from that, let's actually jump around, do our typical song and dance, check out how everything's actually working and operating, and you can see everything is actually running just as smooth as it has been. I am happy, needless to say, with how everything's been. Liquid glass on iPadOS is something we haven't touched on too much in the actual app itself. For music, let me mute this. And as you can see, especially at the bottom, it is still exactly like it is on the other OSs and looks great. I really like what they did and how they're settling on this design and the translucency. I think it's much more on par with what they originally wanted it to be before all the online criticism and before they backtracked on some of that. I did jump around for a couple of their stock apps. You saw us in Apple Music a minute ago, and now in the camera app. There is no new splash screens here. Let's just jump to 95 Mac here. Everything is working as you would anticipate. Let's go to NFL.com, and it is flying. So this is great to see. The download for this wasn't too excessive. I believe it came in right under 10 gigs, which is right on par with what we've been getting for the last couple of betas, including iOS itself. So again, you can see everything's working as you would anticipate. Resizing might actually be even a little more fluid. I'm actually a fan of that. Okay, aside from that, it is time to now jump into our calendar and talk what to expect. So as you can see, we are on the 2nd of the month here, and we didn't expect this build at all, but here we are. And 1 week from today is the Apple event. At about 3 p.m. Eastern or so, or as soon as the actual event ends, that is when we will receive iPadOS RC. So for iPadOS 26 RC, that'll be registered developers only. And then 1 week later, not even, on the 15th is when the public release should drop. Now, in between these time periods, all of Apple's new products will be made available for pre-order and then actual delivery to customers. So the event's on the 9th. On the 12th, that Friday, pre-orders will go live for all of Apple's new iPhones, AirPod Pros 3, Apple Watch Ultra, Apple Watch Series 11, and whatever else they unveil. And then on the 19th, we will have those in our hands as we've been waiting on. It's crazy it's finally here, but that is kind of what we have to look forward to. But then also, we're not done with betas. Most likely that following week or even a couple days later, on the 16th or 17th, we could see our first iPad OS 16.1 Beta 1. So there is still a lot more to come. Let me know in the comments below how iPadOS 26 Beta 8 and now Beta 9 will be treating you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.